A very good morning, students. Welcome to today's English grammar class. In the previous English grammar class, we have learnt about the parts of speech and noun and the kinds of noun. Before starting today's class, I want to tell you some sentences. Listen carefully. Okay. Inchara goes to school. Inchara is studying in 8th standard. Inchara plays with Inchara's friends. Is there any mistakes in these sentences, students? Yes. Without using a pronoun, I'm telling a noun again and again. I'm using a noun again and again. See, students, inchara, inchara, inchara. Isn't it here weird? Yes, students. Instead of noun, we will use pronouns in sentences to make a perfect sentence. So, let's know more about pronouns in today's class. So, what is pronoun? A pronoun is a word that replaces a noun in a sentence. Pronoun is a word which used instead of noun. For example, Mr. Sharma walks in a school. He goes to school in his car. See, students, underlined word he and his are pronouns which are used instead of noun Mr. Sharma. Have you understood, students? Okay. Now, points to remember. A pronoun takes the same position as a noun in a sentence. See, students, Mr. Sharma is a noun which takes a position of subject or a noun here. Okay. So, the same position had taken by pronouns here. Understood? He and his means Mr. Sharma's or Mr. Sharma. Understood, students? Now come for the second point. Like a noun, pronoun also plays the role of a subject or object in the sentence. See, students? Here we can see Mr. Sharma is a subject in this sentence. Here also he is a subject, means the pronoun had taken the place of subject and sometimes the object also, that we will learn in the next kinds of pronouns. Okay. A pronoun should also agree with the verb in the sentence both in gender and number. In a sentence, while using a pronoun, we should understand, we should know, we should think about the gender and the number which was given, which was came into the sentence. While writing a pronoun, we have to think about the gender and number which was there in the sentence. Understood, students? For example, Shalini is in feminine gender. Yes or no, students? Shalini is my best friend. So I have written she here. Gender. We have to think about the gender. She is a great dancer. Shalini is my best friend. She is a great dancer. She is the pronoun here, which was Shalini is in feminine gender, so that I have added she here. So we have to agree with the pronoun should also agree with the verb in the sentence both in gender and number. Shubham is living in my neighborhood. He loves to play football. So it is in masculine gender, so that we have added he here. Understood, students? So these are the points to remember while using the pronoun. Okay, now come for the kinds of pronoun. There are 7 kinds in pronoun. So those kinds are personal pronoun, possessive pronoun, demonstrative pronoun, interrogative pronoun. Fifth one is reflective pronoun. The next, sixth one is relative pronoun. Seventh one is emphasizing pronoun. Now, let's know about the personal pronoun. What is personal pronoun? Pronouns that takes place of place or things is called personal pronouns. They can be either singular or plural. Personal pronouns can get the place of person, place or thing here, students. Okay. We use personal pronouns depending upon number. Number means here either that will be in singular or that will be in plural form. Okay. For example, Ram went to a party. He enjoyed it. He is a pronoun. See, Ram is a noun. So instead of noun, we have used he here. He is a personal pronoun. Okay, this is in singular form. Understood, students? Children went to a party. They enjoyed it. This is in plural form, students. Children is the plural form word. So here in the pronoun we have changed it into they. Children went to a party. They enjoyed it. We have to change the pronouns by observing the words. Either they are in singular or in plural. We have to think about it. That. And next one is gender. We have to observe the gender. Which kind of gender is there in the sentence? Okay, male, female, or neuter gender. For example, Shalini is in the pool. She loves swimming. Shalini is in feminine gender, so we have added she here. So she loves swimming. Sam is in the pool. Sam is in masculine gender, so we have written he here. So we have to think about the gender and the number, and the other thing, it includes first, second, and third person. We have to think about the persons also. In which person that is? Persons. Let us know more about it in this column. Okay. Persons. There are three persons in English, as you know. First person, second person, and third person. First person means the speaker who is speaking. Second person means the who am I speaking to you? Now, right now I'm speaking to you. You are the second person. Okay. Third person means person I am speaking about. Understood? These are the three persons. So personal pronouns are used like this in singular form and plural forms, in the subjective cases and the objective cases. First, let us see an example. Then we can understand. I need to talk to you. I need to talk to you. I is in first person singular. That is in subjective case. See, students, subjective case I. See, and need to talk to you. See, this is an objective case in the second person. The sentence is how we have to use pronouns in the sentences, including persons. Understood? I need to talk to you about her. See, students, this is in subjective case. I is in subjective place. This is first person. I need to talk to you. This is in second person. You is in second person. You is in second person. And her is in third person. In third person. Talk. I want to talk about her. I need to talk to you about her. Her is in third person. So these all words are used in personal pronouns. See, I will read it for you. In the singular cases, in subjective place, we can see I. In the objective place, me. Okay. In the plural, in the subjective cases, we will use we, and in the objective cases, we will use us in the plurals. Understood, students? And now come for the second person. In the second persons, we will use you for all the cases. Understood? And in the third person, we will change it. See, he, it will be in the objective cases him. Okay. In the plural, that will be they, or in the objective cases, that will be them at last. Okay, them. And she will be in the objective cases her. It will be in the objective cases it. These all are used in the subjective cases, and these all are used in the objective cases. These all are used in plurals. These are used in singular and these are used in plurals. You have to understand properly and you have to use the personal pronouns properly in the sentences, students. These are very important for you. Okay, come for the second type of pronoun, that is possessive pronoun. Possessive, the name is telling us about the pronoun, students. Here possessive means possession, means that is belongs to oneself. Okay, pronouns that shows possession are called possessive pronouns. For example, this bag is mine. Here mine is showing possession, ownness. Understood? The keys on the table are yours. Okay, yours. This also showing the ownness, the possession. So we will call it as possessive pronouns. Let us know more about it in the column. Okay, how we have to use in the singular cases and the plural cases in the persons. If it is in the first person, in the singular case, that will be mine. In the plural, that is ours. Ours. Okay. In the second person, that will be yours, and in the plural also, that will be yours only. In the third person, his or hers, or its, that will be in the plural cases, theirs. Okay. Now this is about the possessive pronoun. You have understood about the possessive pronoun and how to use possessive pronouns. Okay, not only this one, mine's, yours, theirs, all these words are coming into possessive pronouns. Okay, now come for the third type, that is demonstrative pronoun. Okay, demonstrative pronoun, pronouns that are used to point out the object or objects are called demonstrative pronouns. Pronouns which should point out an object or objects. Understood? For example, this, that, these, those are known as demonstrative pronouns. Okay, in the sentences, how we have to use. This is a beautiful dress. This. Here, this is pointing about the beautiful dress. Okay, this is saying about the beautiful dress, the noun. Okay, those are ripe mangoes. Understood? So those are showing about the ripe mangoes, the noun. Okay, now come for the next type of pronoun, that is interrogative pronoun. Pronouns that are used to ask questions are called interrogative pronouns. Interrogative means ask questions. So pronouns that are used to ask questions are called interrogative pronouns. This is very easy to identify. Okay, who is your favorite cricketer? Who is the pronoun here? Okay, which is your bicycle? Which is your bicycle? Whichever that will be Hero cycle or any other company's cycle or anything. So this is indicating the pronoun, which is telling about the noun. Okay, who, which, whom, etc. and etc. will come into interrogative pronouns that we have to use properly in a sentence. Okay, now come for the fifth one, pronoun. Fifth kind of pronoun, that is relative pronoun, which relates the phrases. Okay, who, that, whom, which are called relative pronouns. Okay, how these pronouns are relating to two phrases, relating two phrases, how that will tell about the noun, means that will use instead of noun. This is the dress that you gifted me. This is the dress that you gifted me. That is the pronoun here. Why that is the pronoun here? Because that is telling about the dress which was given by him. Understood? This is the dress that you gifted me. Let us see in the next example, then you can understand properly. The girl who won the music competition is my best friend. The girl who won the music competition is my best friend. Who means here the girl, the common noun. Okay, here the pronoun is used instead of this noun. Again and again we can't use a noun, no? So that we have used pronoun here like this way to connect with the two phrases. Understood? This is the relative pronoun. Here also we can use who, whom, where, all these words. Okay. Then reflective pronoun. The sixth type of pronoun is the reflective pronoun. What is reflective pronoun? This is very easy to identify, students. Very easy. Okay. Such pronouns are used when the action done by the subject turns back or reflect on the subject. Such pronouns are used when the action done by the subject turns back or reflect on the subject. These kind of pronouns will reflect to the subject, students. Let us see the example, then we can understand properly. I cleaned my room myself. Myself is the reflective pronoun here. See, this is in the objective place. Understood, students? This is in objective place. So this is reflecting the subject. Here I is the subject. Understood? First person singular. This is the I is in the subjective place. So this objective places myself is reflecting I. This myself is telling about I. Understood? Myself is saying about I, means it is reflecting. It is turns back to I. Understood? So like this way we can identify the pronoun, that is reflective pronoun, and we can speak, we can use the reflective pronouns. Understood? We have to note this important point. See students, a reflexive pronoun can never be used as the subject of a sentence. We will not use reflexive pronouns as a subject. Understood? That you have to remember. It is always used as a object of a verb. See students, here we have used myself as a object. It is always used as an object. Understood? We will not use it as a subject. You have to remember. Okay. See some more examples here. He hurt himself. See, this is in the objective place and this is reflecting the pronoun he. Understood? She did the homework herself. This is also in the objective place and this is reflecting the pronoun she. Have you understood, students? I hope you have understood about the reflexive pronouns and the other types of pronouns. Okay. Now come for the last type of pronoun, emphasizing pronoun. Emphasizing pronouns. What is it? Pronouns that are used to add emphasize are called emphasizing pronouns. Means which gives stress on the subject. Here these reflective pronouns are reflecting to the subjects. Yes or no, students? But here these emphasizing pronouns are stressing the subject. Here, see the example, students. I myself cleaned the room. Here we have seen I cleaned my room myself. Here reflecting to the subject. But here I myself cleaned the room. Here myself is stressing the pronoun I. Understood? We have to identify reflective pronoun to when that will be in the end of the sentence or in the place of object. But here the emphasizing pronouns will be not in the place of objects. That will stress the subject. So we have to read the sentence carefully and I have to identify the emphasizing pronouns in that. Okay. And we have to use the emphasizing pronoun by stressing a subject. Understood? Then he himself completed all his work. He himself completed all his work. Means here himself is stressing to the pronoun he. Understood? So this is about the emphasizing pronoun with emphasizes which stressing the subject, which is used to stress the subject, which is used to give show the importance of subject. Means show the work of the subject. So this is about the emphasizing pronouns. Now we have learnt about the 7 kinds of pronouns. Okay, learn it properly and solve the exercise which I will give you in the pictures. Okay, thank you so much.